Your assumption creates your reality, whether you like it or not. I highly suggest you study the law. So whether that you think, feel, determines your action, determines your reality that you live in. You're constantly assuming throughout the whole day. When you say, oh, what you call it, work is this person is that. This is not possible. This is difficult. That is what you are projecting to the universe. And that's what's called your reality. Have you realized whether that you're assuming, people like to say, I can't afford it. It is impossible. Do you hear those common words that you say? Oh, this is going to go terribly wrong. I don't look forward to this. You are manifesting your reality. You are assuming the reality. That's how powerful it is. That's why you are conscious creator of your reality. That's why you created through God's image. That is how powerful you are. So for my old self personally, is that I've been assuming a lot of negativity. This person is look at this person is overweight. It's not gonna work out. This is XYZ. Assuming a lot of things. When you look at it, no, it's negative. It's not positive at all. I don't know whether you realize it or not. But if you assess yourself, you realize that your thoughts, feelings, and action is negative. And that's why the cycle keeps continuing over and over again for the reality that you live in now. You see, that is how powerful you are. So what you have to do, you want to assume the best. Only assume the best. That's the solution. That I've realized. That's why I transcended. And now I'm living the reality that I want. Because everything I view in a positive light. Everything. Oh, I'm going to have a great workout. I'm going to have a productive day. This person is, what you call it, discipline, is doing well. Because it's easy, what I realize, it's easy to focus on negative. Easy to do that. Or your friend or family member is XYZ. They don't listen. They don't take care of themselves. XYZ. You have all these assumptions in your mind. You don't even necessarily have to say out of your mouth, but in your mind. That is where you keep projecting. And what's happening? That's the reality that you created. That's the reality they're creating. So they're gonna, however, basically, you think and feel is how people going to behave towards you. Let that sink in. Wherever that you think and feel, that's how people are going to behave towards you. So that's why I have to be so conscious and aware of how you are, or what you are assuming. And be very, very careful, because the highest level of success is a human being that's able to control his thoughts and feelings. That's it. You mastered life. You don't need to go any further. You've mastered life. Literally, you mastered that self-mastery over self. So from now on, you want to be assuming, the best only. Oh, I'm gonna have a great workout. Yeah, I'm gonna pass this course. Yeah, I'm a progressing this skill. I'm progressing the skill, and I'm a master's improving everything. Not one single negativity, not zero. And not zero. And I realized when I assume that everything is all working out accordingly. Everything is working out accordingly. You don't have to see it. Because you are projecting all this in the unseen. Then it becomes seen. That's how powerful you are. But you get caught up because you're assuming, that you are, a multimillionaire, you're influential, all these things. But you don't see it with these two eyes. This eyes can only see black and white. But what you are doing, you are planting the seeds on the through the unseen that you can't see to the seen. That's what you're doing. So after the faith, the belief, continue to persist, never give up. But if you give up, then you give up on your assumption. So you cannot do that. That's why I made this video, because I realized a lot of people, they're assuming the worst. You see, and everything, and even small. The universe doesn't know the difference between good or bad. So you choose. If you want bad, then whether you're aware of it or not, you are manifesting negativity for people, circumstances, and events. But we turn that around, and you're assuming the best of everything, and that every single day you create the reality that you want to live. That's how the law of assumption works. You know, and I've read a book called The Feeling is the Secret. I've read this so many times. Until this day, I'm still reading it. Because it's so profound, and everything that I read, every time I read it, I gain a new perspective. I gain a new lesson. You know? So pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and action. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that you are, you know, assuming the best. You know, and that's it. There's no other way. There's no other way that you are living. You are living that reality. It's no other way. You know, but the main key thing is the feeling. When you feel, you feel happy, joyous, abundant. That's when you know you're in line. Your mind, body, spirit is in line. That you are assuming the best. So pay attention to your feeling. You know, so yeah, man. If you got any questions, comment down below. If you're struggling to assume the best, let's comment down below, man. Because you know I'm being through it tonight, man. You know what I mean? And I know exactly how to assume the best in that all the time. You know, so make sure you don't forget to obey the algorithm. That'll be appreciated by liking, commenting, hitting that red subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.